Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, two completely different people. One is from South Africa, the other one is from the United States, and they're constantly battling who's the richest man on this planet. Guys, stop fighting! They've got one thing in common. Let's go. You're probably not gonna like what I'm gonna say right now, because if you think you know what goals are, for sure it isn't a goal. In this video, I will explain why Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are so successful because they're thinking goals. If you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I've got a lot of goals, that's probably not the case. You have a lot of activities, a lot of things that you want to do, a lot of wishes that you want. These are no goals. To make it simple for you to make goals that you can really achieve, I've got 7 rules for you that you need to take in consideration. First rule, it's very simple. What it is that you do is you're gonna sit down together with your spouse or your manager and you're gonna discuss the things they want you to do. Of course not. That's not a goal. A goal must be intrinsic. It must be your goal. If somebody else is telling you what to do, it is never ever a goal. It's just a duty or task that you need to do. It's very simple. A goal must be intrinsic. Rule number 2. Your goal must be rational. Yeah, I want to be happy. That would be great. And I also want to become rich. Yay. Okay, but when am I rich? Am I already rich? Am I already happy? You see my point. If you have a goal, and if it's not rational, like being happy, it's complicated to find out if you've reached it. So it's great that you want to be happy in life, and make sure you will be happy in life, but it's not a goal, because it's not rational. You can't measure it. It's not tangible. So therefore, rule number 2, a goal should be rational. Elon Musk. Back then, Elon Musk said to a lot of people, I'm gonna make the combustion engine obsolete. And everybody said to him, you're crazy. For sure, in a niche, you can do something with that, but it will never be mainstream. Right now, it is mainstream. Why do I come up with this example? Because in the belief of Elon Musk, it was already happening. So back then, in his mind, it was already there. He really started with the end in mind.
Elon, what do you think Tesla will look like in 5 years? This company has changed so much just in the past few years.
Well, you know, what I hope we're doing in 5 years is doing our mass market vehicle. And then that's really been the goal all along. From the beginning, my dream for Tesla has been to make mass market electric vehicles.
And that's rule number 3. You need to believe in your goal. You must have the certainty that it will happen. And now it's going to be interesting and a bit fluffy. If we talk about goals and we talk about these rules, it should also be the fact that if you have a goal, you should not be the only one who's benefit from it. So having a purpose behind your goal really create magic. Because if you have a purpose behind it, you're not just doing it for yourself, but you're also doing it for other people in your surroundings. It could be family, it could be friends, depends what you find important, of course, and what your purpose in life is. Actually, it's quite simple. If you're going to work on your goals, you need to sacrifice a little bit. And if you have to sacrifice a lot, and you're the only one who benefits from it, what do you think will happen? The first thing that you will stop doing is working on your goals. But if you have the support of the people in your surrounding, nothing is impossible anymore. Rule number 5. When do you start building? As soon as it's finished. Let me explain. Rule number 5 is all about, are you able to visualize it? Can you already see it in the future, what it is, if you've realized your goal? What kind of clothes are you wearing? What kind of car are you driving? How do you go to work? Where do you live? What kind of friends do you have? In other words, you start building as soon as it's finished up here. You need to be able to see it already in front of you. Before we continue with rule number 6, keep in mind that all these rules are connected with each other. You can't say, okay, I'll just make it rational and forget about the other stuff. Or that you say, well, I've got a purpose in life, that's enough, I already have a goal. That's not how it works. They're all connected with each other. Keep that in mind. Let's go to rule number 6. Imagine, 3 years ago, you said to yourself, in 2021, I will have $5 million in my bank account. It's 2021, and guess what? You've got the $5 million in your bank. So you tick the boxes. First of all, it's intrinsic, right? Because you decided that you want to have this kind of money in the bank. Secondly, it is rational because we can measure it. And good for you, because back then you already were certain that it's gonna happen. So you ticked all the boxes. But the thing is the following. You have this $5 million in the bank, you buy a house, you buy a boat, and before you know, the money is already gone.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
This brings me to the point that if you set a goal, it should also help you further in life when it's realized. So it's just about the money, it will be gone one day. So it's not really about the money. I don't believe that a goal should be about money. It can help to make things rational, but it will never ever be the end goal. Keep in mind that Elon Musk is definitely not doing it for the money. If that would have been the case, he would have stopped already many years ago. So, what is the rule? A goal should help you further in life once it's realized. So, for those of you who have made it so far in this video,
Thank you!
We need to talk about the big elephant in the room. What's the big elephant in the room? That's your subconscious. It's a little bit complicated, and I will make it as easy as possible, because your subconscious has the biggest impact on reaching your goals. The thing is, you're not aware of your subconscious. That's the reason why we call it the subconscious, right? But if you set goals, people make 2 choices. They're thinking problems or they're thinking opportunities. Not to say that they think in goals. And every time this subconscious preference takes over. So if you set a goal, it must help you to get away of thinking in problems or thinking just in opportunities. A goal is a goal. Everything you do in life, your decisions should be based on this goal. It's like a guideline, it's like your radar. Do I make the right choices? Do I take the right opportunities? And that's the last rule. Your goal should help you to stay away from your natural inclination for solving problems or finding opportunities. And if that's the case, nothing's gonna stop you. So, if you've learned something, if you've decided for yourself to set a goal according to these 7 rules, thank you for it. And make sure you also subscribe, because if you subscribe, you contribute to my goal. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.